you love living down here, obviously. I mean, the DR.
Well, you know, Gino, when I'm not tending my ganja fields, I take care of my girls. And for you people that don't know it, the Dominican Republic is right behind Thailand as far as...
Gino, please don't take this.
Is that true, though? That's not true, though.
It's third
They have a sex industry
Thailand and
here?
the Philippines for exporting them, though,
Yes.
not here
Yes.
so much. But it is a huge industry here.
Wow.
In a couple of tourist areas. We were not aware of that when we moved here.
You were not aware of that?
No. It's the third
I don't
largest
notice it.
exporters of underage men and women for sex slavery around the world. Like the Philippines, they go, you know, to Saudi Arabia, to Europe. It's a huge problem.
Mm-hmm. See, here's limestone karst on the left.
Exactly.
That's all been watered, the water filtering through the limestone. Look at that.
These are my two favorite little towns we're driving through. One is El Breton and the next one is Abreu. They're the prettiest, cleanest, tidiest little town. Wonderful people, maybe a few hundred, 500 to 500 people in each one.
Now, this is the north coast. How does this compare to the south coast?
The south coast is dry. It's on the Caribbean Sea, so the sea is calm. And it's very dry and barren. The north coast is lush, tropical, verdant, completely different.
The central
It's an
mountains
entirely
stops
different climate. It
the
does.
rain coming from the northeast.
Exactly.
Is it cooler up here, too?
Much cooler.
Now, are most of the kids, they all go to, what, a Catholic school? Is that why
It's
they're all...
not a Catholic school. They just wear uniforms.
Oh, that's it.
So they try to split it. Young kids in the first half of the day, the older kids in the second half of the day. So they don't go to school for more than, I think, 4 or 5 hours a day.
So you run a group of prostitutes?
Oh, come
Skip?
on, would you please.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, you do. That's why I brought you. That's why I brought you down to run my empire, my girly empire, Peter. Peter Aiken's running my girly empire.
Today we're visiting Lynne Kramer, who you met earlier at the house. She's originally from New York, but moved down here about 31 years ago, and is a developer on the North Coast and has a wonderful home up at the top of the mountain on the cliffs overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. Beautiful home that we're about to see.
What amazes me is a lot of these countries you cannot buy land without either, like in Mexico, 50% with a local Mexican family.
Yeah, no.
Or all these other little...
Well,
because they don't want people buying up valuable property, especially on the coast.
Well,
how can she do that?
In this country, they were trying to encourage foreign investment. So in 2007, they completely rewrote real estate law to really reflect the same real estate laws they have in France. It's almost identical.
Okay, now Gino, for your audience, what we're doing right now is we're looking for psilocybin mushrooms. And what happens here is you go up into the hills like this and you look for a herd of cows, basically, after a rainstorm. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go in and basically we're going to get our hands dirty and we're going to pick the mushrooms out of the basically. And then we're going to catch a mean buzz tonight.
Are you sure she lives here?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. No wonder why she has a four-wheel drive. Oh, look at this guy. Hi, buddy. Hello. Hi. Thank you.
See you. Oops, sorry.
Wow, how are you doing, buddy? I got a dog too, a big dog like you.
Ooh, on that cliff up there?
On the cliff, and right between the cliff, I'm going to have a whole cascade of water coming down from the pool. And
Oh, man.
Sheila and I next door have control of everything that's walled in only.
Okay.
Sheila has that.
It's shameful. Actually, that's repeated throughout the house.
Exactly. Oh, did you make your, I didn't know, not yet.
Beautiful. Nice. You live here all by yourself?
No, I have 9 dogs.
And you have 9 dogs. That's amazing. And you've lived in this area for how long?
In this area for 12 years.
And how long in the DR?
It'll be 31 years next month.
Full time or?
Full time. I arrived in this country in March of 1980, and I fell in love with the people of the country, and I couldn't see myself going back to New York. I didn't want to face the cold weather. I had a hectic life, and I said to myself, I know I can make it anywhere. So I literally called home and said, sell everything I have, I'm not coming back.
And so how did you make a living? How did you?
I started in Casa de Campo, and I worked I worked in their convention area. And then from that I went into real estate. I went to school. I studied hotel management also.
Yeah.
And then I moved around the country. I became a hotel manager. I lived in 1984. I lived on the peninsula of Samana for 1 year. I was resident manager of the only hotel on that peninsula, and I was also one of only 2 foreigners living on the whole peninsula. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But you know, each area of the country has its own beauty. When I decided to retire, which didn't last very long,
Right.
I moved to Cabrera. I chose Cabrera because Cabrera has everything. Cabrera is right on the water, so we're surrounded by the sea, and we're also surrounded by beautiful, beautiful hills filled with palm trees, and the weather is perfect, and there's always a breeze, as you can see. Even in the summer, it's not overbearing here.
I'm
This
surprised
part of
it
the
hasn't been found sooner, this area. You know, it's not that built up.
Well, it really isn't that built up. You know what? But the thing is, if you travel through the hills, you'll find, we call this the Hollywood of the Dominican Republic because you'll find the hills dotted with mansions.